I'm Sridevi. In this video, I would like to tell you about how to speak politely in English. Most of the time, we get confused while speaking in English, either to use the names or to use sir, madam. How do I speak? We get confused. So, let's remove the confusion with this topic. Okay, most of the time we get confused and we speak in different way. But let's see, there are certain words in English to speak politely and respectfully. So, what are those words to use in English in our regular communication? Please, sorry, thank you, excuse me, could, would. Could and would are two models. These two models, these are helping verbs as well as models which can help us to speak politely and respectfully in English. So now let's see how to use these words in our communication. Most of the time while speaking to strangers or while speaking to colleagues, we happen often using sir, madam, and how to know their name. By knowing their name, how can I use their name? So without knowing name, without using sir, madam, also let's see how to speak politely in English. Okay, here the first thing I would like to tell, these words, please, sorry, excuse me, could, would, thank you. So these words help us a lot to make our communication effective. Let's see few examples for these words. For example, give me your book. Is there anything wrong in asking give me your book? No, but still we need to make this sentence more polite to get attention from others. So how can we make it polite? Excuse me, could you please give me your book? This is the right way. Or close the window. Is there anything wrong? No, but still it has to be polite. So one who is listening need to pay attention towards us. For that we need to use polite words. Excuse me, could you please close the window? Definitely the person will respond to us and he will go according to the words. Or for example, if you are speaking to a stranger, you don't know him, you doesn't know his name, but you need to speak politely. Let's think you need to ask one address. Let's think you are asking about one bank address. Where is the State Bank? Where is the ICICI Bank? Is there anything wrong in this question? No. But still we can make it more polite. Instead of asking direct questions, instead of making straight statements, we can make it more polite by using these words. Could, would, please, excuse me. So here let's see about the word. Excuse me, could you please tell me where the bank is? Where is the bank? Direct question, nothing wrong, but we need to make it more polite. Excuse me, could you please tell me where the bank is? See how difference between these two sentences. Direct sentence and using with these words, it's make lot of difference, making our communication more effective where people respond to us. Listeners should feel comfortable that we are respecting them and speaking. That's the reason we need to speak with polite and respect. If people feel that there is no respect or polite in the sentence we are speaking, they don't immediately respond to us. Listeners don't go according to the words which we are telling to them. So if they need to respond to us and pay attention towards us, we need to speak politely and respectfully. Where is the, like example, the bank exam. Let me give you some other examples. People always don't be ready who would come and ask me questions, who would come and ask me some statement. They would be in their work. So it's better always tell, excuse me. Excuse me, could you please turn on the fan? Excuse me, could you please get me one glass of water? Excuse me, could you please help me? So this is the way how we need to make a sentence more effective while speaking in English. So most of the time excuse can be used in politeness speaking respectfully to people, and in the same time we can use when someone is blocking our way to ask them to move, we can simply use excuse me. That is also the other way to use excuse me. And most we need to use these models could, would. Could, would, excuse me. Please. Please is not a word of kind of begging or something, but it's a word to use and show respect in our words. Please get me some water. Please help me. Please turn on the fan. Please get me some cakes. Like this we need to use please even. So most of the time make your sentence more polite and respect by using could, would, please, excuse me. Excuse me, could you please watch this video? Yes. Excuse me, could you please subscribe to my video? That means adding some polite and respect in my words. So these are the ways we need to speak to people. Most of the time we speak directly, direct statement, direct questions. There is nothing wrong, but we need to make our sentence more polite and respect, where the listener needs to pay attention towards us and he need to feel comfortable that I am speaking in a right way to him. Speaking English is common, but speaking in a right way is the right thing to speak. Most of the people speak in English, but what happens, people mostly doesn't know how to use models and the words please, excuse me, sorry, thank you, all this. It's common we use sorry, thank you, but the rest of the words it's required to always use in our communication to make more effective. We can use either could or would. Could you please open the window? Or would you please open the window? So this way we need to frame our sentence. Could you please get me one glass of water? Or would you please get me one glass of water? Instead of telling get me one glass of water, we can make it could, would. Could you please get me one glass of water? Would you please get me one glass of water? So this is the way when we speak, so whoever it is, definitely they will respond to us and they will immediately pay attention to us and they will feel even good. So these are the words how to use in English